150 stories, fishermen and lawyers, immigrants and veterans, gardeners and prison librarians, people who rebuilt after hurricanes and diagnoses and losses and failures, people who quietly changed their corner of the world without any intention of being noticed. After 150 stories, one question keeps returning. What makes a life worth telling? The answer is not accomplishment. Some of the most powerful stories on this channel belong to people who never made a headline, never crossed a finish line that the world was watching, never built something that appeared in a magazine. What they had, what every person on this channel had, was the decision to keep going past the point where stopping would have been completely understandable. That decision is what makes a life worth telling. Not the outcome. The decision. And the decision is available to everyone. It doesn't require talent or resources or perfect circumstances. It just requires choosing it. This channel started with 3 people. Marcus, who rebuilt his life from a parking lot at AM. Diane, who proved wrong the teacher who said she wouldn't amount to anything. Sandra, who built a business in the hours after her children went to sleep. 150 stories later, the channel has become something we didn't fully plan, a library of proof. Proof that ordinary people do extraordinary things. Proof that the hardest chapters are not the end. Proof that what you build in the quiet hours counts, even before anyone is watching. The comments on this channel have told us what it does for people. The person who showed their immigrant mother the story of May and said, "Someone else knows." The man who watched the Marcus story 3 times on a night when he needed a reason to keep going. The woman who showed her daughter the story of Amara's garden on the day her daughter came home from a hard year away. This channel exists for those moments. That is what it has always been for. The next stories are already waiting. A woman who grew up and housed and now runs the largest transitional housing nonprofit in her state. A retired minister who spent 40 years collecting oral histories from his congregation and the book that came from it. A young man who learned woodworking from his dying grandfather and turned it into a business that employs formerly incarcerated men. And the one I am most eager to tell, a 92-year-old woman in East Texas who has been planting trees for 30 years, trees she will never see grow to full height, and what she says about why. 150 stories. One channel. One belief that has not changed. The most important lives are rarely the famous ones. They are the lives lived with intention, in kitchens and courtrooms and bus routes and gardens and parking lots at JM. They are your life. Your story isn't over. It's still being written. Subscribe. Share the story that someone in your life needs today. And comment. Which legacy-built story would you most want a stranger to find, and why?